So here we are, round one, TCR, Symmons Plains in Tasmania. First round we've had Luke King on board with us as one of our drivers.
Probably wasn't the way that I imagined coming into the next step of my career, if you will. Like, it was a pretty hectic start.
Difficult start, I guess, to the season for Luke, or for the whole team, obviously. Just getting everything lined up took a bit of doing.
Need to cut a hole in the seat.
Yeah, no. Not for me. Are you going to jump in now?
The problem becomes when I actually put these on.
This one's normally more going down.
How do we undo the steering column? I just want to adjust that down a little bit.
We went to Winton late last week where Luke did 20-30 laps just to get him some seat time in the car, which is the only testing we've done.
Before we bolted the greens on, I went out on the old tyres and did a couple of practice starts.
Second launch looked alright.
Yeah, it was just that dip on the clutch a bit too quick, probably, I think. Okay. Still a little bit boggy, but it's getting there.
Yeah.
And it looks like the third start that I did at that practice day was actually not too far off the mark.
To come down here with 30 laps under his belt is probably not the ideal build-up.
As soon as we got into practice, he sort of hit a pretty good benchmark.
Probably around the third or the fourth lap, just came into the hairpin, downshifted okay, turned in, and as soon as I went to get back on the throttle, it just sort of dropped out and I had nothing. When we came into the pit lane, basically just pulled straight into the garage so we could have more guys working on the car. And Lee cycled the car to try and run it through its fault codes and couldn't find anything in particular. So yeah, it was a bit of a mystery at the time.
Yeah, we're mindful of it. We have to keep investigating it. But yeah, so far so good.
Pretty promising. I know that we were up in the top three for most of the session. But I think we managed to stay in front of a couple of Hyundais. We're obviously right there with Chaz, which I don't think a lot of people expected, and probably the team didn't expect either. So yeah, I'm happy with how today's gone, but we've got qualifying tomorrow, so that's going to be where the money's made and where we need to really show our pace.
Got Luke King, one of our rookies here this weekend. Luke, how's it feeling in here?
Beautiful to be back racing, mate. We missed out on the whole of 2020, so you know, we're sitting here in this beautiful number 2 Mautai Audi RS3. Chaz Mossad is our teammate. What more could you ask for?
Mate, go well.
Luke's settling in well. Obviously his teammates with Chaz Mossad this year, so working well as a team.
Being teammates with Chaz is a massive opportunity for us. Obviously, you know, we're a similar age, and I've sort of watched Chaz grow through his career, obviously to supercars, and he's had a lot of success there. And now we're finally getting our break into a main game style category.
And they've been reasonably close every session in all the sector times are very similar.
Watch Luke King, he was only a 10th off the pace of Chaz Mossad yesterday.
I think Luke can learn something from Chaz, and which is the whole idea of having a good teammate. So yeah, we're really looking forward to it. I think Luke's going to surprise a few people.
Okay, so you're saying we're good here and here, but no good here.
Actually got the good mid-corner there.
To be tested against one of the guys who's rated the very best in Australia is the opportunity that I've been looking for. There's absolutely no pressure on me right now. Everyone's just like, oh yeah, we'll just follow Chaz. I'm like, yeah, no worries.
Well, like Uncle Vic said, just finish clean.
If we end up surprising everyone by being further up than where they're expecting us to be, then it's just going to be like, fuck yeah, good job, Luke.
Yeah. Good morning.
I think it's a good category. It's going to grow. So
Yeah, it's getting back to sort of basics.
yeah,
isn't it?
yeah. It's a lot more production based. It's got a bit of something for everyone. If you like the European type stuff like TCR, you've got that. We've got the old school muscle cars, and you've got your open wheelers as well. So I think we've got a good range of categories. For us, you know, we've definitely done more than our time in support categories and proven ourselves, I think, over the years. And with the knowledge that Dad's given me, I'm sort of ready to go in TCR.
Really settled into the car well over the first 2 practice sessions. We're about to roll into quali.
Obviously focused on that tyre temp, brake temp as per normal. If you're clear, you'll be good to follow the Honda out.
It's been great working with an engineer like Chris over the weekend.
Probably just better to play it safe and go out for a banker. Whether maybe if you were to do a banker, then you could come in and maybe just do fronts.
Going into quali, we've got an actual plan in place, which is something that I'm not really used to and never really had before. So yeah, feeling pretty confident going into quali.
Who's Luke King, the Maltai entry, car number 2, heading down the back straight and quickest overall now, 56.04. There's only 1600ths of a second covering the first 2 cars right now.
Luke King, who you're watching on screen, is currently 3rd because Lee Holdsworth, the Friday fast man, has now moved to the top of the order.
It was nice to sit in P1 for as long as we did, but coming in at P3 and the top Audi was a really good result, and it gave us heaps of confidence to go into the top 10 shootout.
Caruso went out on green rears.
Green, so he went quicker than us.
Only just though.
Sort of struggled to get a bit of a clean lap in, and I think we struggled with a bit of heat as well. Just couldn't really maximise the performance out of the car. The toe's not really worth it here, eh?
Yeah, that's what Chaz was saying.
Really not. Like, we were driving behind Chaz, and I was probably too close.
Yeah, so that's pretty good. That's actually good.
Yeah, okay. Because we've got a good run off, and we've actually gained, sort of thing, but then we've lost it. How have we lost that much at the hairpin? Is that drive?
No, I think essentially it's that turn into mid.
It's not a bad starting position, but yeah, I was definitely hoping for better.
I think it's a bit of a change for Luke. Normally, you know, him and his dad have sort of been the father and son team, so Luke's come on board this year as a driver for a professional team.
This year is going to be a lot different for Dad and I. We're very much used to engineering cars and working on things together.
I think his dad's probably struggling a little bit. He's normally a bit more hands-on, but he's sort of in the background.
Getting a hot front tyre back onto the rear of the car.
Yeah, and at least when you've got a fresh front, you know they're going to come.
But yeah, no, really looking forward to the year. I think Luke's going to fit in really well here. He's obviously a great young kid with lots of ability.
I'm a bit nervous, eh? It's just like new challenge, finally.
Radio check, Chris, radio check. Got you, mate. Loud and clear. 1, 2, 1, 2. You got me okay? Yeah, mate. Got you fine. You're pretty much in the box there.
Sort of by my standards, my race 1 start was pretty pathetic. Beardo said to me that it looked like I was more at Symmons than on the TCR grid.
The lights go out for the first time here at Symmons Plains, and it's going to be the start for Jordan Cox, who moves across to take the lead into turn number 1. Mostert on the outside of Holdsworth, but just struggles to pull up his Audi through turn number 1. Luke King going side by side with Brad Shields. Caruso joins the race at the tail of the field.
Good sector 1, mate. Nice and smooth, eyes forward.
And I think that's Mostert. It was. I saw it at the corner of my eye, and it is Chaz Mostert, so he's had a spin out of 3rd position.
Nice work, and he's now right back with Luke King, who's in 7th place. So his new teammate in this outfit, Luke King, brand new to TCR, is ahead of him on track.
You could just see that Alpha getting bigger in the driver's side mirror, and it puts Mostert back to 7th place now. Hansen up into 3rd. Mostert will go after his teammate for the weekend, Luke King, the Valentine Fast Track Communications car.
Preparation for this, he's been really excited about joining the class. Stubbsy, it's going to be a big year of motorsport as he gets by Luke King.
Okay, second, mate, second. Sorry for the late call. Good job, P7.
A bit frustrating where we ended up. We ended where we finished.
Yeah, copy, mate. Thanks, Chris. Sorry about the start. Really started to struggle at the end there. My lower back's fucking killing me.
Things start to become uncomfortable pretty quickly at that point when you start fatiguing. So, yeah, that was something that we needed to look at. Doing a seat insert. Need to work on my lower back.
All right. Just go back and just wait for form to grow.
Yeah, it's getting hot.
Okay, it is. That's good. It's working.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Good.
The cars are meant to drive. Like, they're so friggin' like rewarding. Like everything just kind of feels aggressive. Like you think, oh, like front wheel drive, TCR, and everyone bloody compares it to a supercar, and they're like, oh, it's not as fast and whatever. But like, we're doing 55-second laps. The S5000s are doing like 50s or 51s or something.
We're going to be starting P6 again. We've started where we qualified. So in that sense, it's still quite good, and hopefully we can tune it up again today and get off the line well, and we should go even better.
We kind of knew that we're quicker than some of the cars in front of us anyway, so it was, yeah, we had high hopes for race 2.
We've got 2 tyres in the shed.
Take your left front off, don't let it.
They're in the shed. Yeah.
This one?
Yeah. Okay, so we're going to hold you here, mate. We'll hold.
So what was the issue with the tyre there, mate? Are we on a green on the left front now, or what's been changed? Yes, we are on a green on the left front. The category has made a little bit of an error.
Make sure we calm him down when he's really upset about
Yeah, okay.
getting changed at the last moment.
Sorry, it's no big deal. I mean, now he might have an old one on the left front. We've got a green.
Yeah.
So we've got a green on the right front for the next one still.
Okay.
Right, mate.
All right, mate. Thank you.
Anytime there's an official hanging around your car and your team starts running around you, there's a bit of panic that sets in.
We're away. Nice start by Jordan Cox. He'll get the advantage. What about Aaron Cameron in the Peugeot?
The first 2 rows, so the Valvoline car splits the Alfa Romeos through turn number 1. And Buchan slots back into 4th. Luke King trying to make the move on the outside of Chaz Mostert here.
Melbourne Performance Centre, a little nervous. Mostert gets it done.
He's in 9th position, coming off.
Safety car, turn 2. Need to try and keep the temps down. Good job, good start, well done.
Bit of a chance for a breather after a hectic start.
Lights out, restart this lap, no more weaving or braking.
Going into turn 6 there, we'd been quick all weekend, and Chaz was already up the inside of Buchan. Josh had made a bit of an error and run wide, and that left us an opportunity to stick it in around the final corner, going over the start-finish, and then we got him through turns 1 and 2.
Great driving, mate. Your fastest first sector of that lap for 1.5 to go.
Coming out of 2, I think Cameron was in limp mode. I sort of had to get off the throttle to get around him, but once we did, that was another spot.
Yeah, great work there, mate. Great work. Check the flag. Really well done, mate. P4. Good job.
That's good. Thank you, mate.
We had the pace to stay with Chaz. We kind of got held up when we went around the Peugeot, so we lost a bit of ground there. So it was a bit of a battle on with the 2 Hyundais, but we managed to hold on to P4, which is, yeah, one of the best finishes for a rookie, I think, in TCR. So we're absolutely stoked. Can we get a tomato and cheese toasty, but minus the cheese, so no dairy, so no butter on the toast either, and add lettuce?
So just a tomato toasty, add lettuce?
No, tomato toasty.
Add lettuce.
Oh yeah, add lettuce. Yeah.
And add lettuce, sorry?
Getting everything about you.
Only social media again.
Race 3 is a pretty critical race. There's more points up for grabs. We don't have 2 greens.
No, 1 green and 1. So we'll put the green on the right front.
Okay.
And have the one that did the start of quali
right
on the left.
Sounds pretty good to me. Don't have to be that simple. Starting in a good position in P4 where we finished race 2.
Yeah, we'll leave it to you. We'll get the best of both worlds.
Yeah.
Have the proper build up and then positioning, control and stuff.
Finally managed to make a good start, so we actually got the jump on Chaz.
Luke King launches off the line into 3rd in the Audi. He tries to cover his teammate in Chaz Mostert.
Unfortunately, just made a bit of an error, slid wide, didn't grab a gear, which is ironic because it should be easy. I thought I grabbed 2nd, but was in 3rd when I got back. And then Chaz just got back through us on the insides.
Yeah, great work, mate. Good start. Settle in. Nice smooth rhythm. Car 10's got a 10-second penalty for a jump start.
I knew it was pretty critical to stay close to those guys, but obviously I was wary that we had a worn tyre on the inside front, so I needed to take care of that.
Nice work. 11 to go next time around. 6.6 to Holdsworth, so you're currently P3 corrected. Keep focused on those laps, mate. 56.6 will do it.
Brake pedal was like all the way to the floor, trying to hold myself at a certain lap time. Really just like chattering. Yeah, okay. Going through there, I'm trying to like get on throttle and I'm having to like feather it and sort of cut out the steering like I couldn't, As the race went on, it was just getting harder and harder to brake as late as we wanted to.
5, mate. 0.5 off the podium. Obviously last lap here. Just stay on it. Good job, mate. Just missed it there. But yeah, P4 for the weekend, mate. So good job. Well done.
I know that we put our fastest lap in on the final lap. I kind of saved the brakes for that one push. But unfortunately, I think we ended up about half a second off the podium. So would have been mega for the sponsors and for the team to have the 2 Audis on the podium. But yeah, unfortunately, we just missed out on it. Well, I was saying before, I've managed to have a bit of a sleep in the truck before race 3, which is a luxury I've never had before. Usually it's out the back of a Falcon station wagon for the 86 series. So, I think the 2 of us being here together actually really helped the team push forward to get a good result. And I think if there is a team's championship, I'd say NBC would be at the front of it. So, yeah, hopefully people can now finally see that Luke King's the real deal. I want to win, so, I wouldn't be racing if I wasn't disappointed with that. Overall the weekend was a big success. Yeah, having both the Audis up the front was really good, and yeah, I don't think we could have done much else apart from be on the podium or win a race. So yeah, first weekend in TCR was probably one of the best weekends of my life.